Mocha Mousse is like the new in color thing. Pantone announced this as like the color palette for this year. I've seen like a few tutorials of it on YouTube and I wanted to try it out just cuz. So I'm going to start off with just my eyes. I've already prepped and primed my skin and I'm going to go with some more neutral shades. I have this big massive palette with a lot of my favorite eyeshadows from Sydney Grace. Right down in the bottom corner here there's like a quad of like neutrals and I'm going to aim to use mainly those because Mocha Mousse is definitely a chocolatey, but it's a softer chocolate, like a more cold, kind of with pinky or pinkish undertones. I don't know if I can get that exact color frame, but I do love mocha looks. I think that kind of monochromatic, if that's the word to look for it, can be really nice. So I'm probably just going to start off with the shade that I think is the most neutral-ish here. It's right in that area there. I'm going to use that brown just kind of all over the lid. I'm just going to pack that just all over my lid just to start off with a nice neutral shade. I have so many brushes in my collection. So many of them are dirty. It's irritating my spirit. So, okay. So I'm gonna use that as like the all around neutral shade on both my eyes, and see, kind of blanks out the canvas. And then I'm going to go in with maybe a shade that's a touch lighter from that same like quad area that I was showing you, and then just kind of pack in. As I said, there is that shade I'm going to use. And I'm just going to pack that onto the center. Just a touch lighter. I'll even zoom in so you just see just how that eye looks. So got that eye there. Oops, too far in. Whoop, you don't need to see me that close, right? And I'm just gonna pack in a little bit more. I see I have some leftover glitter on my eyes. I was using one of my concealer brushes because I just did a quick eyebrow off camera, and it had a little bit leftover glitter from another look. Now I see it and I am too lazy to clean that off, so that's too bad. In with just a darker, so just at the bottom here, like the darkest brown I got, and I'm going to lightly go right into the eye socket here. So I'm going to try to look straight on in my mirror, and I'm just going to darken that area a bit. I'm going to share some on the other side, and I'm just going to do my best to kind of blend out. So that is relatively the eye look I think I want to go for. I might just do a touch more blending. So in that same area there is like that dark brown shade, but it has a tiny bit of shimmer. I'm gonna see if I can get myself a little bit of an angled brush and then do like a wee bit of a wing. See if I don't mess this up. Look, the pressure's on. When it's winged eyes, I think usually powder is probably the most forgiving, but still I sometimes manage to F that up. So I'm gonna try to stop talking. Let's see if I can get it. I'm just going to keep shaping it up until it is what I want it to be. So that's it for the eyes. And then what I will do is I will go in with some mascara and then we'll get into the rest of the face look. Okay, so I'm gonna go in now with my Hourglass tinted moisturizer. This is pretty much my go-to. Gonna dot. And spread all over. I'm gonna go in with the concealer. This is the Airbrush concealer from Hourglass as well. So as I said, these two kind of work together. And I'm just going to put some of that Hourglass concealer at the corner here, which is usually the darkest area, and then I'm going to blend out. And I'm going to do my best to just blend everything, blend, and get into like the main stars of the show. Next, I'm going to use Huda Beauty's Easy Bake Powder. I'm just going to set that concealer. And this is in the color Cinnabon. Just going to set under my eyes. Go into the fun stuff. So I have Danessa Myricks. It's a matte cream, and it can work both as an eye product, a lip product, and a cheek product. So I'm going to just be using it on my cheeks. It is highly pigmented, so I'm going to do the best job humanly possible to not use that much. I'm going to squeeze out. Oh god. Oh no, I already put out too much. I already know. So got that much on the back of my hand and it's already too much, but I'm going to do the best I can. Oh. I'm gonna just dot, and I'm gonna do my best to blend out because I already used too much product. You see how pigmented it is? Oh god. And I'm just gonna have to work with it. Oh, it has like this really deep, like almost maroon-like base, but it's in that same color house. I'm just using my fingers right now, and I'm gonna blend the bejeebus out of this. Anytime you go in too ham with like blush too, you can always use a little bit of foundation to kind of tone it down a bit. And I'll probably go in with my foundation blush, the brush, the one that I was using for the tint. Just kind of help that smoothing out process. And hopefully some of that product kind of tones down a bit. It may not look that strong in the camera, but it looks strong enough to me. Just use a teensy bit more, which is brave considering just how much product I squeezed out. Okay. I'm gonna use a teensy bit more just to go on top. Hopefully that can be seen a little bit more. All right, so for the final look, I'm gonna use actually a K-Beauty from Rom&nd, and they have this milk tea velvet tint line, and they're basically moussey, soft matte, all neutral colors, and I'm using the color Rose Tea, and it smells really pretty. Along with it, I'm going to use like a brown lip liner. I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury. I think any brown lip liner will do, and I'm going to overline my lips. I'm just going to be really super dramatic. And smush, 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 smush together. And then I'm going to put this lippy on top. And it's so pretty. It has like this nice smell to it. It just smells like toffee and some coffee. It's just really nice smell. I think I'm going to put a little bit of bronzer while I'm at it here. So I'm going to use the Gwen Stefani Give palette in Heat Wave, and I'm going to use the bronzer shade there. I'm just going to warm up my face a teensy bit. Finishing spray here, Milk Hydro Grip finishing spray. Just going to spray, keep my look fresh. Look. I think she's cute. Nice, simple. Not too overly done. And I like a lot. Take out the clips here. Yeah. I hope I was in the somewhat color range of it. I just used what I had and I like the look. What do you guys think? I was able to capture the essence, you know?